Just got the tent back up, but it had collapsed under the weight of the sleet. Well, good morning, everyone. It is a swift 7 degrees outside on this beautiful snowy day in Missouri. We're supposed to get like 8 inches today. So I figured we'd have some fun today and test out one of my favorite ground tents. We don't get a lot of consistent snow around here just because our winters are weird, but every once in a while we get crazy snows like this. So let me show you the tent. So we have a Magellan Pro SwiftRise A-frame tent. This thing is pretty awesome. I didn't film setting it up because it literally takes like 2 seconds to set up. There's little pull tabs, you just pull, and this thing just pops up. It's actually really awesome on how well this thing just pops up. So there it is, front door, right on the side, and the back. Now, a couple different things. This is the bag it comes in. That is as small as it packs up. So it does not pack up well. It is not good for hiking or anything like that unless you're okay lugging that around. But it's really good if you're overlanding and you just want a good ground tent that you don't want to waste a lot of money on a rooftop tent. And I love rooftop tents, but this is by far my favorite ground tent that I own. It's awesome, it's cool. I just really love the way this thing looks and sets up well. So let me take you inside. We're gonna go inside it. I'm gonna kind of show you how big it is. This thing says it'll sleep 4. It will sleep 4 if you're okay with like shoulder to shoulder. If you're not okay with that, 3 fits perfectly. Me and my wife have put 2 cots in this thing, so it is bigger than it looks. And we put 2 cots in 2 of our packs. So it is a great tent, and it's durable. I've used this in rain, storms. I've used this just summertime. It's pretty awesome. So let's get you inside. All right. It's cold. But we're inside. This is what it looks like when you're inside of it. This thing is awesome. It does come with these lights. I haven't changed the batteries in them because I accidentally broke the battery pack when I first bought the tent. I went to change the batteries and dropped and broke the tray, and it doesn't hold batteries very well, and I've just never got around to replacing it. They do sell replacements for these, and they're just pretty much any kind of string light. So, but all right, we got the buddy heater going in here, and I can already tell the difference. We've been running about 2 minutes, and I can already tell a huge difference in the outside temperature compared to this. So it holds heat really well. It's a small tent. It does not take a lot to heat this tent up. But this top is vented. This whole thing is vented, and you're thinking like, well, that's crazy because you shouldn't be using that in the snow. You need, it fully enclosed. And that would be mostly true. I would agree with you on that. But the rainfly actually sits down on this. So it sits around it and snugs down on top of it. So although it may not be as sealed as like a hot tent, this can definitely do you for a hot tent. I can already tell a huge difference in here with that, even with these vents. But on the other hand, all windows, all corner windows, there's one over here and one behind me, all of these actually seal with a rubber window, plastic window thing. So they seal up, and then they tuck behind. There's these little foam pads that they tuck behind it. So it seals up really well around you, and your hot air kind of settles right here. And I can actually tell a pretty good difference with my hand up here. So we're gonna let this run for a little bit just to kind of see how it goes. I'm gonna grab a couple things and kind of show you just kind of how this will fit if you choose to buy this tent. I do highly recommend this tent, by the way. So this is a little bit biased. I've owned this tent for about a year now, and it is awesome. I own this one, and then they sell another SwiftRise that is a cabin style tent. and that one is awesome too, but it does not seal up as well as this one does. So let me go get some gear, and we'll get back to it, see how this is going. Okay, so just went out and come back in and realized that I don't have any of my camping gear, like my sleeping stuff. All of my sleeping stuff is in my Jeep, and my Jeep is actually getting worked on. It's in the shop. So there's that. Oh well. I'm going to show you just kind of how this will fit if you choose to lay certain ways. Again, I am 5'11", so about average height for a person. So let's go. Here's the deal. If you're gonna lay down, you can easily sit here, sprawled out, no problems. You can have a camping chair in here, no problems. From open to open, let me see if I can set you here. All my stuff's away. This is my feet touching the other side, and this is me laid down. I don't know if you can see that at all, but I can lay down just fine, fully extended, sprawled out, and there's easily room for 2 more adults on each side of me. So yeah, easy. So, and that's from side to side. And this is a square, so I don't know if that changes anything, but it is the same. It is the same on both sides. All right, so we're back out of the tent. Easily lay down either way. With the sides being kind of rounded on one side, I will say it may be slightly longer if you lay from side to side, so from that side to the other, not from front to back. It's slightly bigger. So, but for the most part, it is a square. It's going to be pretty easy to lay whichever way you want, and a standard cot fits in this. You could fit 2 chairs in it. If you wanted to sit down next to somebody, have a little table in the middle, you could easily do that. But this is a great tent. This ain't gonna be a long video because it's just a tent. So, but I do want to point out some of the bad. There's a lot of good with this tent, and I love this tent, but there's a few things that take away from this tent. So let's go over those real quick. So first and foremost, this tent can be expensive. They do run sales quite often at Academy. That's who sells this. This tent is like $200 off sale. I think on sale, I was able to pick this up for around $100. So you just have to keep an eye out for it. That is one of the negatives. One of the other things is this isn't a backpacking tent. So understand, this is a SwiftRise tent. So they don't collapse down to a small pack. This is the pack for it. And that pack is big. So, this does not pack away well. This would be more for if you were car camping or like you taking a truck out to camp, not hiking or anything like that. It does have these little straps here on here that work well on attaching it to the side of like your vehicle. I've attached it to the side of my rack, and it worked really well and it carried it well. And you can take that with you if you don't want to spend the money on a rooftop tent or something like that. This works really well, and it's a great alternative. Staying up. The other thing is that when it's freestanding, let's say you forgot the stakes, it draws up on itself pretty bad. So there was one time I forgot the stakes to it, and I used the tent. I ended up having to put like my bag on one side, my battery pack on the other, and I just had to spread the weight out to keep it from collapsing in. So it wants to pull together. So don't ever forget the stakes, or at least try to make yourself some. You can't use regular stakes on this because there's so much tension on this. It's a lot better to use like the more high quality ones. That way it doesn't pull them out of the ground as easily. But for the most part, it's pretty awesome. The other thing is the zippers are probably extremely annoying. For the most part, they work really well, but because they have these little fabric pieces, the mesh and the door zippers catch each other and zip up on one another. And in the night, it's hard to see kind of what you're grabbing. So you may be trying to unzip the tent, but you're accidentally unzipping the other one or zipping it back up. So that can get a little bit of a hassle. So that's pretty much it for the bad. For the most part, this is a great tent. Okay, I highly recommend it. If you don't use the SwiftRise stuff, try one. okay? If you're like me and you camp out of a Jeep or a truck, these work really well as alternatives to regular tents. I have other tents that I use too that are more traditional style, but this one is so great. You just pop out, unzip it, stake it down, and you're done. It is probably the next best thing to a rooftop tent where you can just, you know, throw the top up and be done with it. So I highly recommend that tent. So if you're in the market for a tent and you want something easy and alternative to just a traditional, you know, run-of-the-mill Coleman tent or something, try this. Get on there and see if you can find one, and buy one used or whatever. Buy one and sell. They are a great tent. Just remember that always be safe, always be prepared. No matter what gear you have, there's always times to be cautious and take that extra step to be safe. Like today, we're not out camping. I just set it up outside. So this isn't like a, hey, look at me, I'm camping in the snow. This is, I just wanted to show you how this would work in the snow, how this kind of looks in the snow. But this is an all-weather tent. It easily can be used at any point in the weather, okay? I would definitely recommend it. So for that, normal dude out. I'm gonna go eat some breakfast. This is a short video, but I just want to touch you up on this one because I forgot I even really had this tent, and I pulled it out and I was like, man, this tent's awesome. So I want to do a review on it because I want people to know that there are alternatives out there than to buy like your run-of-the-mill Coleman tents, and it's affordable to an extent if you find it on sale used. So, all right, peace. I know it's really hard to see me. It's like 11 o'clock, and I just got the tent back up, but it had collapsed under the weight of the sleet because this top is slightly flat and not really peaked. It just holds the sleet on top of it. So I just had to knock it all off and get it back up there. It went straight back up, but it was fully collapsed, starting to get buried in the snow by the time I come out and looked at it. So there you go. That was something I was not expecting. So hopefully this is informative for you, and you can decide what you want to do. If during our normal snow, it was fine, but as soon as it started sleeting, this is heavy ice rain basically, it just collapsed. So there you have it. All right, guys, stay safe and warm out there. I'm signing off.